What's going on, boys? My name is Sid, and today we're going to be going into the summit. Like I said, it's a Wednesday. We're going to be going into the Road Samurai Summit, the 4th ever summit car in the game in the form of a blue version of the car we already got. This thing, obviously the Evo, I've already got it, and I know people are always like, oh my god, boo-hoo, Sid, why are you playing the summit when you have the car already? Because what else would I do for the week? I'm a Crew 2 content creator. Do you want me to sit here and do nothing? Yeah, well, yeah, probably, but like, you can't make me. Here we go, let's collect these. Those are some good parts. Oh, goddamn. Those are some really good parts. Get those parts. Oh, wait, I see. It's pointless me saying get those parts as if they didn't already go. Shh. Damn, I should have told everyone to get those parts because those were really good parts. The boat grinding part. I mean, you can get the second half, right? They're boosted for money grinding on boats. But yes, the summit. Oh, it doesn't actually look quite bad. Eclipse Star Edition. Okay, I see what you're doing, Crew 2. This actually looks like a kind of fun summit. Subscribe with notifications on. You boys know summit videos are normally chill ones because it's always early for me. Is this the one I think it is? Am I just going down here? Is that all this one is? Hopefully, hopefully. But yeah, subscribe with notifications on. Check out some of my other content after this one. I do a bunch of content on the Crew 2, so, if you're on a binge of the channel anyway, bloody check out some of my other content. Maybe subscribe from that content instead. If you're like, hey Sid, this is a great video, but I wouldn't subscribe from this video, Sid. Watch one of the other things. Maybe you'd subscribe from there. And also leave a like on the video. I don't plug likes enough. That's what I don't do. Okay, this is a rock. That was unfortunate. Why did it spawn me there? I don't know. Oh well, okay, this seems like the most simplest of escapes there could be. Oh, also, big Motorfest news. That will be out tomorrow, so keep a lookout for that. That won't be a lot. That's going to be very, very little, actually. This is the best boat, though. You do want to use this, but that's going to be really bad. Yeah, let's try that one more time. Okay, I've got the right parts on it, so let's just go for a bit more precision then, I guess. Here we go. Let's just try this. As if I'm, like, doing an actual race. Okay. See, Jeremy Fireball. Could you, like... Or maybe it's Fireball, as in, like, his fireball. Maybe it's not even ball, considering it says B-A-L. Which, then again, if that's his surname... If his name is Jeremy, and then his surname is Fireball, just missing one L... That's a cool surname. Why can't my surname be Fireball? Sid Fireball? Now that's a surname. Right. Let me just get kind of far. Is this where we died just now? Okay, yeah, you can make it so much further here. If you just throttle manage a little, you realize this boat has a lot of power. So just, use a bit more precision with it. There's no way I have to take this. Okay, that's unfortunate. Oh well. I wonder how far Jeremy Fireball made it. That's what I want to know. I hope Jeremy Fireball made it really far. Right. There we go. Yeah. How much was that? That was 105. Much better. Looking at this one, it looks like the one where you... Also, this car looks quite nice in this area. Is this the one where you go from the left? Yeah, it is, because there's this little pocket that I remember. Yeah, there you go. This escape, you go from the left. I'm fairly certain. I think so. Yeah, the Regera here does look quite nice. It's the Latrell Regera. There we go. Don't get out of the zone, out of the radius. Please get back in the zone. There we go. Drag car time. Here she is, obviously frenetic and pure because that's the nitro power. That means car go fast, right? Let's get in the cycle lane. There we go. And obviously you could slipstream here, but I don't really bother with summits like that anymore. I used to be a big old summit sweat. In fact, US Speed Tour, I came 20th in 2 different summits. But 2 car summits, I'm fairly certain. There were 2 vehicle summits, so people were really trying, right? Because they want the car. And I came 20th. 20th in both those summits, which I think that's pretty cool. There was the C2 2.0 and the Porsche Cayman Wasp. So clearly, again, let's go into this low altitude. By the way, I've got a guide on skills. I've got like it's a full guide on skills and how they work. I should remember to link it in the description. But you can see I've got these parts. I'm going to be using these. But I feel like, I've talked about this before. I don't know how often I've talked about it. But people assume I'm going to be bad at the game, right? I think it's... Okay, that was an unfortunate time for that to happen. Here we go. Let's find the water. There you go. See, so I make entertainment-based content like creators like Black Panther. Black Panther is known in the crew, at least, for having to have switched to Stadia. Obviously, the man doesn't have enough time to play the game, right? So it's a whatever. Obviously, he'd have to switch to Stadia, but that was a funny, right? Like, oh, content creator not good at the game, right? And you see that in other games too, right? Like Dark Viper, he isn't as good as he used to be at speed running because he made content. People assume that I would be bad at the game because I make entertainment-based content, and then every now and then I just come out and prove them wrong. You know, I come second in the Grand Crew, I come third in the Grand Crew, I come 20th in some summits. I can play the video game. I'm like 6th in some races. 6th, I think I'm second. No, I'm not second. I've been in top 10. I've been first in races before. So, you know, I actually play the video game. Let's hop in the Skyline GTR. One of the coolest touring cars, by the way, looks-wise. And then let's go into that. Here it is, a very good looking car. Put the parts on it. Do we have any pro settings on it? We do. I don't know when they're from, but they exist. Okay, right, let's go into this. Okay, here we go. I mean, it's whatever, right? Who really cares? But it's just an interesting thing. People often assume that I'm gonna be bad at the video game, but I actually kind of know. I do that so much. I keep being like, oh yeah, look at me, I know the game, and then just like crash straight away. Okay, I need to get used to this thing's handling. It understeers a lot. Throttle manage, and see, now that's how you make a turn. That's how you fumble a turn, by swerving at the end. I really need to be in HUD view for this one. There we go. Now this is how I'm gonna do this. Okay, I should have been slowing down way sooner than that, or at least turn tighter. But what are you gonna do about it? Also, the Star Edition and this thing, this should be a pretty cheap Summit bundle, right? Oh, by the way, it's the final week of the season. No way. It's the final week of the second to last update in the crew's history. Which I guess, it depends if you count an episode 2 or not, right? Because episode 2s don't even update the game. They just like, there's like a little bit of downtime and then episode 2 starts. So I don't know if you'd count episode 2 as an update. So yeah, if you don't, this is going to be the last update in the game's history. You know, whatever this next one may be. I feel like we're going to start getting information for it now. Today, probably, right? I think this video should be going up at 3. I'll be at the gym. This video should be going up at 3. I reckon by 5, we'll get our first, like, teaser. I reckon our first teaser for whatever the next season is going to be. Tonight at the normal time the Crew 2 posts for everyone. Obviously, last night they posted some Motorfest news, which huge. And you know what? That was a very uneventful race, honestly. That was a whatever race. So let's just take it to the end, I guess. Yeah, sure, why not? Pretty good. Pretty good. Force vehicle, obviously, you just want to remember to always have pilot icon. Have these set to this, right? I just have those by default. As soon as you have enough for all of these, screw it. Don't put them here. Any of those, forget about them. Just put them here and then forget they even exist. Act like you started at 0. As soon as you get, what, for 150, as soon as you get 150 points, put them all here and forget they exist. Now start going on any of these that you want, okay? How you should do it. Unless you want tricky, but I don't know why you want tricky. Okay, tricky's bad. Here we go. Okay, what race is this? Oh, it's this one. Okay, yeah, this one's an interesting race. I mean, it's a slightly challenging race in, like, PvP when you're all going, you know, 250 miles an hour. But, the car going about, like, barely 150, this shouldn't be too bad. In fact, I couldn't even tell you if this is the race that this car was in originally. I don't have any memory from this time. Oh wait, no, to be fair, this is, again, these are the old Summit cars. This is from way before when, this is from well before when the game, what am I trying to say? This is before they started doing the Summit car in that Summit, which I'm surprised took them so long to start doing that, because it's a cool idea, right? Having the Summit car that you're gonna win, driving that in a race in the Summit. It'd be nicer if they maxed it out, right? They still haven't been doing that, but They started that with, interestingly, again, just another fun fact I seem to know, with the DeLorean monster truck is what they started that with. I'm fairly certain. I don't think I'm wrong there. The DeLorean monster truck was the first Summit car that you could that you drove in the Summit that it came out in, which kind of cool, I guess. And we're on like the final stretch now. It's a pretty boring race. No, it really is a pretty boring race. Oh well, though, you know. It's the fact that they're not maxed out. But again, any kind of complaint that I'd have nowadays is kind of whatever, because like, why would they change anything now? Now we're just here for the Crew 3, really. That's all we're here for. I don't think that was a very good run. I don't think we're gonna get a lot of points for that. What are we getting? 125. I will take that, to be fair. A no restriction street race. Is that literally just the Lamborghini Countach? Winter Agent Edition. Okay, yeah, Countach. Yeah, that makes that. God, it's so funny how broken that car is. So, oh, and I need to bloody edit the video. This Countach you're about to see, this thing right here, the livery on this thing is actually a collaboration. Well, it's part of a whole thing with so many talented livery creators and another very talented creator, SidWaj. There was a whole thing. I've got the footage still. I need to edit that down at some point. I've got a bunch of footage. I've got footage for an elimination car meet. A lot of big edits that I kind of just need time to do. So hopefully I get really far ahead on videos for this new update so that I can then just start uploading the SidWaj video, stuff like that. Stuff that is a big hefty edit. Why does this have parts on it? Okay, where are my parts, actually? Oh, here they are. Okay, wait, so what do I need to do here? I need to swap these parts. Yeah. Okay, so now my parts are on the Countach, and when I want to take them off to a different car, I need to put them on this thing, then take them off, because obviously I need the Countach to have parts on it right now. I guess. The SidWaj car, God, the how perfect this world would be if the RX-7 FC was the best car in the game. Unfortunately not. Instead, we're stuck with a Lamborghini Countach. Oh well. Oh well.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Oh, I like this livery. It's so good too. I love it. I love it. There was a big choice of liveries, and I'm definitely happy with what we went with in the end. God, this thing is so powerful. It's insane. Okay, there we go. And a wall ride. Try not to go over the wall. Okay. God damn. Honestly, I blinked and it was over. Again, a minute 25. I zoned out for a second. I was like, what should I say? What should I talk about? All of a sudden, race is over. I don't even know what to tell you. It's a very simple race. It's clearly a very quick race. Yeah, fully wasn't even paying attention. All of a sudden, race is finished. Again, like, I mean, pretty fun summit so far. This, fortunately, I believe is a mix of cars. A mix of cars. Terminal E. Not sure what one that is, but doesn't really matter because all we can do is use... just click off by mistake, apparently. Is obviously use the very, very overpowered parts and use handbrake method. Oh, it's this one. This one's fine. Also, the method I'm using here to drift, I've got a guide on this method. You're kind of just going to have to watch that because, like, it takes some learning, this method. It's, but it's extremely overpowered, and it's how everyone gets 800k scores, is using this method right here. Okay, can I make this next one in one fell swoop? Yes, I can. God, this is a satisfying race. Because obviously it's just a lot of wide turns, which makes it really nice, I guess. Obviously, there's specific pro settings to use as well, and I may update that guide at some point. I say a guide a month, but then I just forget. And at this point, I'm kind of demotivated with them because it's like, why make a guide when the Crew 3, right? Which, hopefully, you know, given the phases, phase 1 of the testing for the Crew 3 being a month, and then having, like, you know, 2 months, having 3 more phases, 4 months lines up with UB Forward. A UB Forward release date would be pretty crazy. I don't expect it, but it would be crazy. God, 187 multiplier? Is that not weirdly high? That feels weirdly high. God, have I not drifted in that long? 187 multiplier. That's insane. Wait, since when? Are these new parts or something? Okay. I guess we'll see how much we end up getting. That got us 806,000. Yeah, that makes complete sense, is what that makes. There you go. And that's 157k points. I would have expected nothing less. Oh, what a drag races are always so not fun. Oh, I've put the parts on it, but for some reason my car for this is Christmas themed. Why have I made why is my Nissan 370Z Z34? Why is it Christmas themed? What? Why have I done that? Here we go. Oh dear. Why is it Christmas themed? I mean, the smoke is cool at least. Oh no, that's great. There we go. And I guess there we go. Yay. There's probably a Christmassier nitro I could have gone with. I assume I haven't customized this thing in a while. This is a long drag race. It was a very long drag race. What? Sure, whatever. Oh, you know what? You've seen one run. I'll skip the other. Actually, no. I want to show you the smoke again first. Actually, look at this. Look how cool this looks. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. Right, yeah, I'll skip to the end. Oh, and actually, I completely forgot the Christmas tree lights up too. Look. No, okay, I see why I made this Christmas themed. If anything had to be Christmas themed, I'm glad it was this thing, because I've got some good vanities for making things Christmas themed, clearly. It's pretty cool, it's pretty cool. And there we go. Yippee, I guess. There we go. Yep, 128,000. I will take that. Sure, whatever. And final race in the Eclipse Star Edition. What race are we actually doing? White Rock Hills in the start. That'll be interesting. Okay, I've put my good parts on it, but the Star Edition issue is kind of a bad car. Like, it kind of always has been. Also, it's weird that they're bringing back the summits. So, they went through a phase of bringing back summits just as they were, exactly as they were. Then what they started doing was bringing out the cars from the summits, but they'd put them in a different summit. The summit would have a different name, but it would be a reran car. And now they've sort of mixed the two, where the summits are exactly the same summit by name, but instead of, did I get that? Okay, I did. Okay, this thing is so much worse than a hypercar off-road. Turn, please. Thank you. There we go. But yeah, so now they're still the same summit by name. You know, Road Samurai is what it came out with originally, but they change them, they adjust them. Ferrari, Forever Ferrari or whatever it was, that summit came back recently, weirdly, because it wasn't even a car summit. They just brought it back for some reason. That was a summit with New York in it. That didn't have New York in it when it came back. Same with basically all of the summits so far that have been reran. They're different. They're different. One of the street races in the Untamed Italians was in the Ferrari F40 originally. Again, when they brought it back, they made it no restrictions, weirdly. So it's an interesting thing that what they're doing, I guess. Doesn't really matter though, but let's take this shortcut, see if this works at least. Again, it's off-road and not a hypercar, so I don't have much faith. And I was almost right to do that. There we go. Pretty good, I guess. Because I know for a fact, one, obviously the, what's it called? The thing, I know what I'm about to say. The Black Knight race definitely wasn't in the Black Knight originally. And yeah, I don't ever remember, the Star Edition definitely wasn't, because the Star Edition was still an exclusive bundle-only car the first time this came out. Which, was it? When did the Star Edition come out? I want to say way before, oh wait. I don't know, the Star Edition would have actually come out way after that summit even happened. So, yeah, interesting thing. Decent run though, pretty good. That is probably about it for the summit video. And on that note, we'll take that. How many points do we get? We got a grand total of 155,000. What? I'm 21st. 155,000. Was that like a really good run? Is that what that was? Sure. Okay, great. Yeah, 155,000. Crazy. We're 110th in the summit with 1,321,000 points. Thank you to public members, especially thank you to famous members, and an insane thank you to star member Danimal the Manimal and Angelo GTO. I'll see you boys in the next one. Thank you for watching. In a bit.